Hi, Carl Ford here at WebRTC Conference anyway, and we're in Atlanta, and I'm here with Chip Wilcox, who is the CEO of Temasys. So, Chip, first of all, tell us about Temasys.
Well, Temasys today is a platform that people can use to build, deploy, and host WebRTC-based applications on.
Okay, and along with that ability to do applications, you've also kind of broken the code on how to make it so I can work in Safari or Internet Explorer. So explain that to me.
That's correct. Well, we had a little wager between the CTO and the CEO, i.e. me, about whether or not it was possible to actually provide support for Internet Explorer and Safari. And then second of all, who should actually do that? I lost the bet. So in May, we released our solution, which ironically a plugin that you can install in your infrastructure and in your clients to use WebRTC in Internet Explorer and Safari and have cross-platform interop with Chrome and Mozilla Firefox as well.
So understanding your CEO dilemma of not wanting to be the Adobe of plugins for WebRTC, what do you want customers to know about you guys?
Well, first of all, we've made it very publicly known that we would prefer to see native implementations of WebRTC. So one of the reasons why we did what we did was to sort of inspire action out of the browser vendors and hopefully encourage them to move a little faster to provide this support in their products. One of the things that we're going to be announcing this week, which you may have already heard about, is that we're going to be willing to put WebRTC into WebKit. And based on the response that we got from the Internet Explorer and Safari plugin experience, we're willing to let people help us fund that. We're going to try and do a crowdfunding initiative, and again, whatever we need to in terms of cost to cover that implementation, great. If we actually do better than we expect, we'll continue to use the funds that we receive for community-based projects, which is one of the things that I feel very strongly about as a CEO and as a company. I think in order for WebRTC to be successful, it needs to be successful for everyone. We feel we've got a great deal of expertise in a lot of other areas, and some of the things that we've been working on, like the browser support, are really things that need to benefit everyone for WebRTC to be successful.
Now, just for those of us who aren't initiated in the world of web development, when you say WebKit, you're basically talking about what's pretty much the standard source code for all browsers, right?
Well, specifically for browsers that are built and used on iOS, which is the mobile operating system for Apple. Apple has some requirements that they want developers to adhere to, and one of those is that those developers have to use the Apple-provided version of WebKit. Again, we want to make it very easy for developers to build WebRTC-based real-time communications applications, hopefully with our tools and on our infrastructure, but we also understand that it should be there for everyone, and that's really the whole point.
So I don't want to break it to you, Chip, but so far we've been doing a great job of talking about stuff you're not making money with. So help me understand, where do you make money?
Okay, so this is a very good question, Carl. Thank you very much. We actually have the intention and the aim of becoming the Amazon Web Services of real-time communications and drop the web. It's going to be real-time communications. WebRTC is the future of that, we think, and what we've done is we have an entire infrastructure that we've put into place, which is robust, secure, scales like crazy when people need it, and we want developers to come to us to be able to build easily, deploy and test applications, and then if they get traction, we'll be the backbone that they actually are able to rely on when they need to scale quickly.
So when I accused you of wanting to be an A company, it wasn't Adobe, it was Amazon. Now I get it.
Exactly.
Now I got it. Okay,
exactly.
That's great.
And we have a similar pricing model for that as well. So Amazon does a lot of things where they give you the toolkits and they allow you to trial everything for free. We believe that's absolutely the right way to go. We want to participate in people's success when they get applications that work and that scale. And that's how we make money, is basically the volume on the platform.
Okay, now that's great for those of us who know how to code, but for those of us who last wrote code in basically Lotus 1, 2, 3 scripting languages, how do you help me there? Do you guys have an integration arm, or do you have a partnership alliance?
There's a few different things we do. I mean, my thing was Visual Basic, right? So Excel, macro programming, I'm awesome at that. But give me JavaScript, I'm not quite sure where to go. We do have an excellent engineering team. We provide a lot of support to customers when they ask for it in terms of being able to figure things out with WebRTC. The other thing we're doing is we realized, WordPress is used by 60-something% or more of the websites in the world. People who want to put real-time communications capability into a WordPress website, well, they can come to us and use a plugin for that. Or if you're using Drupal, which is another content management system, again, we're providing tools like that to help people get onto the WebRTC highway, and that's how we're helping them. And folks like you and me that are used to using front ends with drag and drop boxes, we're going to make that work for you as well.
Great. Thanks so much, Chip. Appreciate the time.
Thank you very much for having me.